Welcome, G-Man, to Season 7, Division 4 Delta. I am your host, David. I am also the coach known as Ledeas, or Ledeas, depending on who's pronouncing it, over in the REL. Happy to drop in on our cousins in the G-Man. Going to take a look at Week 1. Now, at the moment, I'm going to take a look at the 3-0 win here. That is a Nurgle team over what appears to be a High Elf team. We have quite the armor breaks here for the Nurgles. 1 pass, no deaths, that's a good sign. Let's take a look at the statistics. 5 KOs and 4 injuries inflicted tell the story here. 9 removals is hard for any team, much less a budding High Elf team. But the High Elves did not go quietly into the night. Frederick Henry here must have got MVP and a pass, and appears that they did inflict 1 injury. Over here we had 2 level ups, and then 2 just 1 point away from leveling up. That makes pretty good first game. So that one definitely stands up, and we're going to take a look at all the teams in between, looking at the divisions. The other one, so wow, I'm going to say these wrong, so I apologize ahead of time. The Varlun Hines, 2-1 over the Warpstone Pharesis. Yep. The Orkwald Silence over the Upper Class Uppercuts, 2-1. The Kings of the Circus tied with Bruges Knights. So let's take a look at the tie. Okay, so taking a look at this team, we see that it is humans versus the Kislev. We had a little bit of an injury, which is most likely, yes, worn off. So the MVP Blitzer here has not made anything of his opportunity. Let's see if the MVP here... He did not either. I do like the blue and white stripes. That's pretty snazzy. So, touchdown each. 2 passes by the Kislev. Armor breaks 7 and 9 look pretty close. We had 1 KO, 2 injuries, but nothing for the humans. So, the humans must have pushed really hard and were able to capitalize on a quick touchdown with a 62% of the ball possession. And 18, that's 80%. So 1 out of 5 gets about 3 turns of the ball sitting on the ground. That is not that's not bad. That ball was busy. So as we can see here, the SPPs definitely fell into the lap of the Kings of the Circus. And then for week 1, I wanted to look at the other tie if the server works with me. The other tie being definitely not a zoo against the Sandlandia Raiders. But we did get a 2-0 here with Fire Stars versus the Pompel Fort Lions. The RR Mafia Mumble Rats against the Servants of the Damned. So that was Servants got a 1-0 there. So let's take a look at this other tie. These were the 3 games out of week 1 that drew my attention. Well, we are taking a look at definitely not a zoo, which I think is going to be an Underworld team, against a Norse. Oh, a Death, the MVP. Congratulations, coach. There's your achievement. Let's see if the Skaven Blitzer here has made anything out of his MVP status. It would appear Mr. Mike has not. So a lot of first week MVPs not really leveling up. 6 armor breaks against 12. Obviously we had the deaths. So let's see what else is going on. Removed 3. He returned those 3 removals and inflicted 4 injuries and a kill. Definitely going to be looking at that team to find out what's going on there. So David got a touchdown and lived. Vigo MVP and dead. Cat, Dog, Butterfly, and Bee all ranking up. Not ranking up, but, you know, getting on the SPP board, as it were. Well, I was going to take a look at the teams in between recapping the 2 weeks, but I realized that these teams are going to have 3 games under their belt. So their teams are going to look quite different. Let's go ahead and take a look at week 2 real fast. Now, I see Men in Dresses beat the Warpstone Farah. I don't know. So, the Fire Stars beat Definitely Not a Zoo 2-0. Mafia Mumble Rats dropped theirs to the Raiders. And the Kings of Circus lost theirs to a different group of Raiders. Gman Raiders and we saw the Sandalandia. The Gman Raiders. Nope, there they were. They were 3-0. They were the 3-0 team. So he won again. The Class Uppercuts won 1 over the Lions. The Verlin Hines lost to the Servants of the Damned. The Orkward Silence beat the Bruges Knights. So no 3-0 games, but a 2-0 shutout. 2-1s, a couple of those. We have a 1-1 tie and 2 1-0s. Week 2 went pretty well. We'll go ahead and do a sneak peek of Week 3. Week 3 is showing us several 1-0s. The Hines getting 2-1 over the Mumble Rats. The Kings of the Circus getting a 2-0 over the Upper Class Uppercuts. Pink Power Puffta is a new team to me. So we'll look and see what's going on there. And the Knights going against Men in Dresses. So Men in Dresses, we definitely had the Pink Power Puffta is a newish one. Let's see what's going on there. So we got 10, 15, 16 teams in a 14-man division. That means we've got an AI opponent here. And perhaps someone dropped. Was it definitely not a zoo? Nope, definitely not a zoo still there. Well, we'll let that figure out. I'm not that observant. Sherlock Holmes, I am not. Our leaderboard shows at the moment with the Fire Stars being 3-0 Chaos Team, Servants of the Damned 3-0 Undead Team. The Sandalandia 2-0. The Gman Raiders 2-0. So depending on what they do, they may be tied for first, or they may just come down here and tie for third. The Silence and the Hines coming up next. Kings of the Circus, Mr. Shady doing 1 of each. Men in Dresses had the chance to either surpass Mr. Shady or join him, or further sinking down. The Knights here. Men in Dresses, are you the one? Nope, there you are. Well, the Pink Power Puffta has inherited 2 losses, it would appear. Unless I am just terribly missing something. So the Pink Power Puffta have inherited the win, or in this case losses, of the Warpstones. Warpstones are the ones that have dropped. So, may not be Sherlock, but I can operate as a Dr. Watson. Well, let's take a look at our teams. The Orkward Silence here being coached by Will Iron, a Orc team. A little bit of development going on. We got a Mighty Blow and Tackling Blitzer. Pretty normal, realistically. Going the guard route for the Black Orc. Has went with a thrower. Not willing to use an extra lineman. Wants to have his sure hands. Let's see, just out of my curiosity, if the thrower has thrown anything. He has not. He has inflicted an injury, though. Not a casualty, but an injury. So good on you, mouth breather. Good on you. Followed up. Let's take a look at the Bruges Knights. Got an Orc on the team. 1 reroll. Oh, you are definitely a braver man than I am. I wouldn't be doing that. Going to 2 throwers, 2 catchers, 13 men. I'm assuming that there is going to be fouling in this game. History. You did not play your first game for whatever reason. And your second game was a 1-1 tie with an injury that did not stick. Or I'm doing that backwards. It was a 1-1 tie that did not stick and a 1-0 loss where this guy scored 2 touchdowns. 11 MVP. Not sure how that works, but hey. Math. It's a thing. So, try to get your games in, sir. You won't confuse this poor dumb guy. 1 player with 5 MVP. 1 player with 3. Catcher getting a touchdown's not too hard. Hey, maybe the blitzer needs to feed him a pass. Looking at the servants of the damned, Dimu, obey the call of Kel'Thuzad. There's a name I recognize from my World of Warcraft days. We've got 2 mummies already leveled up. That's going to give you guard. Got a ghoul who rolled guard. Got the 1 skeleton there. Bet that's a fouling piece. Couple of zombies fed around here. And 13 players. Let's take a quick look. He has some pre-game or preseason games, so that definitely helps out. Beating not a zoo. Definitely not a zoo. However, Skaven Lyman lost the movement and his job. So goodbye to him. Now on to the Elven Union, the Pemplefort Lions. Andorson is coaching them. He's got 2 blitzers leveled up with their blodge. That's a lovely thing. Got the 2 catchers and the thrower. 3 rerolls in the apothecary. Did not check the rerolls of the other, the undead team, but I'm pretty sure he's rolling 3 of those because they've got money at the beginning. Why not? Lineman going to level up. Is it going to be a lineman who gets skills to survive the LOS? Or is he going to go good old-fashioned kick? Or with 60k elves, you actually save a little money? Dirty player. Only, again, time will tell. The Gyren Raiders are the Nurgle teams. We are Huggers. Sirumol is leading them. Beast of Nurgle with a guard. Rotter with a guard. Rotter with a missing next game. Not a big deal. 2 missing next game. Broke his jaw, pinched his nerve. Teach him, give him what for. Pestigore with a block. That's good stuff right there. 2 rerolls. Probably saving up to get that last one. Maybe saving up to get a new Pestigore. Surprises. Sandlandia Raiders. Coached by Sandland. He has lost his Orfwarner. That is brutal. Not only does it suck to lose a player, but one of the most expensive ones on the team, that really blows. I'm a big fan of starting with those and not the Yeti, making them the strength pieces. I hate the Yeti. But that's me. Got a runner here with Blodge. That's a good sign. This lineman, I'm pretty sure I clicked this, but I forgot already. Niggling injury. You're going to be fired soon. Or die, whichever comes first. Definitely not a zoo. Might be a zoo. Welcome to our not zoo. Free entry for children. Warning. Children will probably be thrown by troll. This is your only warning. Also, do realize that if the troll does throw your child, we will be selling keepsake photos. So, Skaven Blitzers, dogging, or is that a bee? It is a bee and a cat. Dog is a thrower who has block and just broken ribs. Yep, Narwhal 2. That's an interesting name for a land-based creature, but let's do it. Got a couple of goblins here, not doing much of anything except stealing SPP. Men in dresses. These are not men, sir. These are elves. The Kenwin, looking fabulous and doing fabulous things. Could not agree more, sir. Could not agree more. Franklin D. Roosevelt has brought forth the strong arm. Beautiful. Frederick Kenny rolled doubles, got the guard. Blitzers aren't dead. Catchers are missing, but I'm sure once this value goes up and no one is missing, catchers will be next. This is going to be a tough road. Strong arm's fun. You're rolling fours, or 2 pluses in a lot of spots. But something about accurate just seems to make things work better. But definitely would never never pass that up. That is a wonderful gift from Nuffle. Thank him. All right, Drace. We're looking at your Fire Stars, a Chaos team. There are balls in Blood Bowl. Yeah, sometimes you pick them up. Sometimes you cram them down the throat of your victims. I mean, opponents. The Mighty Blow Beastman, 2 block on the Chaos Warriors with a Chaos Warrior fixing the level and a Beastman fixing the level. Lovely. Don't know why people don't feed the Chaos Warriors the ball from time to time. Agility 3, movement of 5. There are worse players. You know what? I don't know if that's AA Mafia or RR Mafia. Mumble Rats. But since they're Mumble Rats, we'll just go there. The Mafia Mumble Rats. Coached by Monstern. There will be spit when you rap. Bring the track back. Strength up, strong Storm Vermin. Just gonna rename him into Strong Vermin. Got a wrestling gutter runner. That's going to be a ball hawking aggravation soon. Gutter runner leveling up. Good times. Thrower. Does not. I don't even know why I clicked this. No one ever throws with the thrower. He hands off. Got a dead rat. Not a problem. Got 80k in the bank. If an a loner does something that's worth a damn, perhaps we'll hire him. Probably not. Mr. Shady. I like the uniforms of your Kings of the Circus. However, as P.T. Barnum once said, a fool is born every minute and needs to be separated from his money. You need a motto. Tame Bear. Not looked at the Kislev much, so they may end up getting a little bit of casualties inflicted. That's the 2 SPP, couple of KOs, couple of injuries. I'm going to assume these injuries that are not KOs are stuns. Oh, I clicked the wrong button, but Angry Acrobat. Blitzer got the most likely MVP. Yes. So he needs to make a pass. Giggity. Catchers. What have they been doing to get these 4? 1 pass, 1 touchdown. So taking turns, throwing it back and forth to one another and taking it in for the score. Got a wrestler. That could be a ball hawk. Actually, with Kislev, everyone can be a ball hawk except the bear. So make sure you pick up dodge on the bear and prove me wrong. Starfire. Starfee. Starfee is coaching the upperclass uppercuts. We are considerably better looking than you. Truer words were never written in Blood Bowl, sir. Thrower, either throwing 3 passes or scoring a touchdown. 3 passes, 3 matches, 1 per game. Bring those averages up, and you're going to be a happier camper. Got 2 catchers, 2 blitzers, and a dodging lineman. It's a good start. Need an apothecary. Would spend right now. Would spend 50k, save 70 at minimum. Tell it, sir. The Virlund Heinz. I'm probably saying that poorly, and if so, I apologize. However, I am willing to learn from the master. Let's take a look at this traditional Wood Elf team that is bleeding players already. Good grief. Got 2 team rerolls of the one Apothecary. I wonder if the Apothecary's doing work. If not, maybe you need to fire him and rehire him. Don't think it works, but hey, you're bleeding players. Why not give it a shot? War Dancer leveling up. Gonna be beautiful. Praying for doubles for Mighty Blow, I'm sure. This guy's got tackle. This guy's going to get strip ball. This guy's going to... Everyone's going to hate. Catcher with block. Survives longer. Lineman. Good luck on your level ups. If you get doubles, some would tell you to go guard. I'm going to say, hey, leader, get a free reroll. Actually, rerolls are worth 50k. Leader's worth 30. It's probably not a big savings, but I like to say crazy things. We will skip the AI opponent. Head down to our new coach. Well, Aldar, welcome to the G-Man. I am new myself, but we hit you with our pink handbags, the Pink Power Pufta. Gotta be honest with you, this looks like it's being sponsored by Pepto-Bismol. The wintergreen flavor soothes upset stomachs. Among other things, this is a new team with no history. 2 flesh golems, 2 werewolves, 2 whites, all zombies. No ghouls. I like it. I hate ghouls. Let the whites, let the werewolves carry. Who cares? They're not. Everybody's got regen. Everybody. Now if it only does something. Well, G-Man Division 4D, or 4 Delta, as I am inclined to say from time to time. Thank you for allowing me to visit. I hope you've enjoyed my little quick look at your team, and I do apologize that it is fast, but my internet is being weird, and I'm having to do editing to this mess. I look forward to dropping back in on you in a couple of weeks if you do not get a designated sports reporter, and if you have any suggestions, any pronunciation keys, I'm happy to take them. I will be posting this in Reddit, and you're more than welcome to remind me that I suck on my own YouTube page. Until then, for the REL, I'm Ledeas, but for the Rebel, I'm happy to be here, and we'll see you on the pitch.